Hello everyone, welcome back to this CWC match. Saturday, another loser bracket match actually, with Estonia and Mexico. It's gonna be me, Realmas, and Hypnospira casting again. Hello, hello.
Hello, Realmas.
Hello. So we have another case of a really low seed going against a mid-ish seed team. As we've seen with Latvia in the previous match against Norway. Latvia-Norway, if you haven't seen it, was kind of a crazy match. Latvia almost took Norway to tiebreaker. So now you shouldn't sleep on the low-seeded teams.
Yeah, for sure. And while those seeds were a little bit closer, you never know. Estonia could maybe pull something out here. But Mexico are the clear favorites here with Firu, Astrea, CX Lucha, Agamalpa, Xgun, and Arluxere in Estonia with 2Gamer. I forgot the rest of the squad because it disappeared. Just I was going to mention them. But yes.
It's gonna be a first ban HR3 for Estonia. I'm gonna guess that pretty difficult mechanical picks are not what they want to go for, because they probably have trouble already playing this pool, and so the harder maps on the pool are probably not what they want to go for.
Yeah, for sure. I think the Hard Rock 3 ban makes sense here. Want to get rid of something that they just feel like they can't play maybe. And Mexico gonna ban Nomad 2. Banning Nomad against a lower seed team is very common to see, so not surprised about that either.
Yeah. Okay, and it's gonna be a first pick mixed mod 1 from Mexico right away. I'm not quite sure what to think of this mixed mod 1 pick. I think on paper Mexico has the advantage on pretty much the whole pool, and they kinda can do whatever they want. But yeah, interesting first pick on mixed mod 1.
Yeah, I do feel like Estonia should be able to field at least a decent roster for the mixed mod, especially mixed mod 1. But this should still be a challenge for both teams, to be fair. So I do believe Mexico will be confident in this. We're just gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah, for sure. We'll see Firu, Astrea, and Agamalpa for this. I'm not quite sure we've seen Agamalpa yet.
Yeah, for sure. Great to see Agamalpa come in for this.
And on the Estonian side, it's gonna be Sadu, 2Gamer, and Niaro.
Yeah, the 3 players you can pretty much expect to see from Estonia on almost every map, I imagine. It is the 3 players that they form the top 3 of Estonia pretty comfortably, so not surprised to see those 3 here. Now, who's gonna play what, I am not sure. But yeah, only time will tell, as I said before.
Yep. On Mexico, I want to say Firu, HR, Astrea, HD.
Yeah, that does make sense. And
oh, it's actually the opposite.
It is actually the opposite. Yeah, we're gonna see, and on the Estonian side, we're gonna see Sadu and Nomad, Niaro on Hidden, and 2Gamer on Hard Rock.
Okay, first pick from Mexico. Let's see what they have. Last week it was not a really strong showing against the UK. They did not even take a single point. They absolutely want to redeem themselves today.
For sure. And Niaro's going to be the first one to miss. Astrea as well. Not really misses, but 2Gamer with that miss going to increase the score link for Mexico a little bit.
Yeah, and Niaro once again. Looks like the modded players are quite struggling in this intro section.
Yeah, and Agamalpa has found a miss as well. The only full combos now. Actually, combo is Firu. Sadu just lost theirs. So the team miss.
Yeah, it looks like the Estonian squad is not quite managing to find any big combo so far.
Yeah, this map does seem to be a little bit of a struggle for them.
Yeah, especially the mod players on HR and HD having a tough time. I mean, honestly, on the Mexican side as well, but not nearly the same. And Firu is doing really well so far, outperforming even the Nomad scores.
Yeah, Firu playing very well on the hit, and Agamalpa missing there. Not gonna be enough to swing it though, by any means. And Yarrow missing on that little full pattern, as some people called it.
We've seen a lot of people miss on that actually. There's almost no combo anywhere. Astra is holding a bit.
Yeah, but we're up at 400,000 score lead. Seems to be all but over on this one.
Yeah, not gonna be quite doable for Estonia. But it was Mexico's first peak, so after this, we can see what Estonia has as a first pick. Maybe something that they can feel more comfortable on.
Yes, I think it'll be interesting to see what direction Estonia decides to go in here, if they decide to go for a Nomad, which was banned by Mexico, or if they go a completely different direction.
I don't know. We'll see. Because I really think like most of this roster is just struggling with the sheer difficulty of the pool. It's way harder, to be fair, than the usual round of 16 pool in CWC. And I think it's really making them struggle a lot on most of these picks.
Yeah, I'd be inclined to agree. Niaro is saying that they're satisfied though, that is their PB, so good for them.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Always nice a PB in match. They're gonna get to see where they go. Talked about Nomad 4.
It is gonna be Nomad 4.
That is an interesting pick for sure. I know Sadu likes to play converts.
I mean, I think it's for lower seeded teams who kind of struggle with the pool. Converts are always gonna be kind of a more stable thing to go for, because on converts you're guaranteed to be able to have at least some combos on the slow parts and stuff. Whereas the specifics, if you just struggle with them, it's a bloodbath really.
Yeah, I definitely see where you're coming from with that. And we're gonna see how these teams match up on this. Seems like both teams are gonna stay with the same rosters as well. Sadu, 2Gamer, and Niaro for Estonia, and Hero, Astrea, and Agamalpa for Mexico. Unless they make some late switches here.
Yeah. The exact same. But yeah, as I said, this is not... I would not say this is the easiest map in the pool at all. Probably one of the hardest to have seen, almost even. But at the same time, it's pretty easy to get like at least a consistent 98, even if you struggle 97, 98, because of the streams and all that.
Yeah, I think the issue on this is just keeping combo.
Yeah.
But I do agree with what you're saying. Getting higher accuracy, getting a little bit better score on this, while maybe not as seeing, might be a little bit easier on this.
Yeah, and you never know when the enemy team just kind of struggles to get combo too, and you might get the advantage on this.
For sure, for sure. But it is also very much a convert. It plays a lot like a convert.
Yeah.
For lack of a better way to describe it. And if you're not used to your typical convert patterns, this is still going to be very difficult.
For sure. There are spacings everywhere. Kind of tricky stream patterns.
See, and early misses. Astra the only full combo left in the lobby, actually.
It's not the first time we see this. Again, Agamalpa trading with Sadu.
They're gonna keep trading.
Yeah, but it's a double maze on the Mexican side against one. But once again, Estonia missing on Niaro and Sadu. It's still quite close though.
Yeah, it's not a big lead for Mexico, and it is shrinking a little bit. Niaro's gonna miss there though. Sadu as well.
Oh yeah, no combo anymore at all for Estonia. But it's really just Firo holding.
Yeah, Firo's holding on to a big combo here as Astria lost theirs again, actually. Agamalpa reaching 200 combo though. Never mind.
Yeah,
my bad.
Everyone is missing though, to be fair. Other than Firo once again.
Yeah, Firo holding on as Estonia gets a team this, and the score is running away from Estonia now.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, like Astra and Agamalpa are kind of matched by some of the Estonian players, but Firo really is not.
No, Firo's not buzzing on this, yeah. Yeah, Firo did miss early, but I believe it's just that one miss, yeah.
Even the Yak, I would say so probably.
Yeah. Astra as well has built up quite a respectable combo. Agamalpa struggling a little bit still, and the Estonian team. 2-gamer actually putting up a pretty solid score.
Yeah. But just won't be enough compared to Mexico.
Yeah, if Firo has found another miss, Astra missing here. This is the hardest part of the map, I believe. So it makes sense to get misses here. Yeah, it's going to be another point for Mexico.
Yeah, breakpoint on the first Estonian pick. Kind of to be expected, honestly. Well, yeah, you look at Astrea and Firo. Even then, Astrea kind of had a lot of misses at the beginning, but did so well in the rest of the map.
Yeah, for sure. Getting that almost 960k score, very impressive. And I feel like Mexico are very much in this position, and they're probably aware of this themselves. They can pick pretty much everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I do believe their squad is good enough to play most things well enough.
I mean, from what we're seeing, looks like the fact that Lucha is not here, as you can tell. I have to slot in the third player here. It's Agamalpa.
Yeah.
Who's struggling a bit more than the other two players, but the two core of Firo, Astrea is just really, really strong either way.
Yeah, Astrea and Firo are definitely pulling their load in this match. They are taking a little while to decide what to pick, though.
Yeah, which is interesting because, honestly, I don't know. It's gonna be mixed mod too, keeping on the mixed mod line. The mixed mod pick from their first pick. Very different map though. The low AR one, low BPM, slow dash, hyper dashless map.
Yeah, this is a very different mixed mod, like you say, and this is one of those maps where you can't really look at the star rating. This map is tough even on normal mod because of the AR. Easy to slip up.
Yeah, it's tough on HD because of the AR. It's tough on HR because of the reading. It's just overall a pretty hard pick. And I'm kind of worried for Estonia on this, especially the HR. It's not gonna be easy.
No, I wonder if someone's gonna stick with the same roster, which is Sadu, Nomad, Nyaru, Hidden, 2-gamer, Hard Rock. I know Sadu can play a bit of Hidden.
Guess we'll see.
Yes, indeed, but it once again seems to be the same rosters.
Yep.
And there's the empty start 5. No player swaps. Gonna be Sadu, 2-gamer, and Nyaro. Once again against Firo, Astrea, and Agamalpa. Sadu on Hidden, Nyaro Nomad, 2-gamer, Hard Rock. So they do switch Sadu and Nyaro's mods. Firo Hidden, Astrea, Hard Rock, and Agamalpa. Nomad sticking with the same mod lineup there.
Yep. Early miss from Nyaro and 2-gamer.
Yeah, Sadu following it up as well. Astrea with a Hard Rock miss. And
Firo is such a good HD player that he's gonna be really hard to go against them. But Sadu is doing well so far, though.
And beyond that one miss, they are doing well. Like, I'm Alpha gonna find a miss on Nomad. Oh, Sadu missing there. Not
Yeah, and good combo reset now for Estonia. And the score is growing so much.
Yeah, and Astrea is getting back to 200 combo. Firu still with the double S.
Yeah, Firu is just really, really good at this.
Playing this very, very well.
And yeah, no one really managing to get any combo on the Estonian side.
Yeah, they are really struggling, and it's like you said, you were a little bit worried about Estonia on this, and the score lead is 450,000 now, and counting.
Yeah. I mean, when you're already a roster that struggles with the difficulty of the pool, and on top of that, you need to put players on really uncomfortable HD and HR, and you don't have that deep of a roster to have specialists, it's gonna be hard.
For sure, you're 100% right about that. And it really is showing up the 600,000 score lead now.
But gotta give credit where credit is due. Firu is outperforming so well on this, and even Agamalpa getting a very big combo here towards the end.
Yeah, that's score from Firu. Agamalpa missing the last note, unfortunately, but Firu with the full combo. I think that's just a single drop miss. Very impressive here. Yeah,
very impressive. Even Astrea 4 misses on the HR. This map is really tough on HR.
Yeah.
A really good team performance from Mexico.
It is nice to see, though, that the Estonian players seem to be proud of their scores or happy regardless. Really great to see that they're not discouraged by the difference in score here.
Yeah, no, I think it's good to have this mentality. They know they have nothing to lose. I think they're already happy to be here, honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
That they qualify and everything, so.
Yeah, and I think that was their goal, just to qualify, and now they're just here to see what can we do, like what scores can we set in the match.
Yeah, because for those who don't know, it's the first participation of Estonia since 2014. And in 2014, they did not get out of a group stage when it was still a thing, so effectively it's the first time ever in CWC playing in a bracket, so it's already a great accomplishment for them.
Yeah, we're all happy to see them back on the stage 10 years later. And yeah, on this hit and 2 pick, it's gonna be the same lineups.
Yeah, so far 0 switching out. And yeah, we'll be keeping the same. The HD looked kinda tough on the previous low AR mixed mod, but honestly, it was harder on HD than this, I would say.
Yeah, for sure.
More conventional.
This is a map that, like, I'm not the best hidden player by any means, but I struggled a lot on this map. Whereas Mixed Mod 2 hidden was at least kind of doable. So this should definitely be a tougher test on the hidden, I think.
But we'll get started on this map. Also, oh, it's not, I mean, I wanted to say custom song. It's not a custom song. What's the correct word?
Also original?
It's the also original that we have, the first for CWC. Thank you. I forgot the word.
Now, keep in mind, look at the score here. We've seen Mexico miss quite a lot at the start. Estonia have...
Yeah.
Granted, it is shrinking, but we do have a lead.
And yeah, you can tell that Agamalpa is struggling a lot on this, honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
Issue, though, is gonna be exactly the same as last time. Firu is a beast on this.
Yeah, Firu still holding the double S. very well-known hidden player, and there we see the score switching. Although it's going back and forth.
It is. It really is. If not for Furu's FC so far, I think Estonia could have this, because Astrea and Agamalpa are not having a good time.
No, Son missing right on the slider there. As we enter the second half of the map.
I think if Furu were to start missing a bit, it would save Estonia, but it doesn't look like it's happening.
Yeah, right now Estonia are gonna have to hope that Firu misses, because they are pretty much matching and or outperforming the other two Mexican players. Firu is the big difference maker here.
Yeah. I mean, the two low ARHD back-to-back, and so far, not a single miss.
Yeah, for sure. And Sado Nyaro had built combo, but Nyaro's gonna lose that combo. My apologies, Nyaro. But the Mexican players that are in Firu are also struggling a little bit.
A bit more, I want to say, but no, it's actually going to be the same with Sadu missing. But
yeah,
Firu
but the
just
score...
doesn't miss.
No, but the score is still very close. If there's a miss from Firu at the end, which there is not
There
going
won't
to be.
Yeah, there won't be. That's very unfortunate, honestly, for Estonia, because they had this. They performed quite well. They outperformed, actually, pretty much both of the other Mexican players, but Firu just FC'd again.
Yeah, and I mean, if that's not an FC from Firu, this could look very different, but what a performance. What a performance from Firu.
This is unfortunate, but still, regardless, amazing performance from Firu, yeah. And even then, Estonia not that bad.
No, I think Estonia should be proud of their scores on this.
Yeah.
It's not an easy map, and this was not guaranteed. They took it close.
Now it's up to Mexico to pick again, and yeah, I mean, as we said, they kind of can go for whatever they want at this point.
Yeah, but looking at that score, they might be a little bit... might be thinking, maybe we stay away from Hidden.
Yeah, that's fair. Because if not for, once again, Firu FCing, I think they did not have that.
No, I agree. Maybe they explore the DT. They haven't picked anything that isn't mixed mod yet, so which they're going to have to do.
Yeah. It's gonna be HR2, and HR2 is a pretty mean pick, I want to say. It is, I think, a map that is very difficult for lower seeded teams.
Definitely, it is very much a reading pick. It's very easy to just misread the direction changes in this.
Yeah, you really need to be very stable on Air 10 reading, plus the precision is kind of hard. It's actually higher CS than usual on HR, which again, low ranked players usually don't play much of. So it's really tough. Plus the map is extremely punishing because of the low combo. There's everything going against low seeded teams on this map.
Yeah, I agree. It's like you say, AR10 is not something that lower seeded players are usually that comfortable with and experienced with. Now granted, this is AR 9.94, which is close enough, honestly. It's basically AR10. It still applies.
But even then, there's AR10 reading and there's this type of AR10 reading. Like, for example, HR1 is so much easier to read than this, despite being the same AR.
For sure.
So far, though, so good.
I got Malpa is gonna be the first miss, but Nyaro missing right after.
Yep. So Estonia's still in this.
For sure, Vinyar with another miss. Sadu, but Astra as well.
It is trade after trade, but 2Gamer is actually holding the biggest combo of the lobby.
Yeah. 2Gamer playing this very well. Gonna miss there though.
There's not much combo though on the other side either, but just a tiny bit more than Estonia. Fear missing though.
Yeah, Fear missing right for the slow section here. Oh, Sadu missing there. Not what they want to see.
Yeah, slow parts with HR. Brutal. But this is still doable for them, honestly.
Yeah, this map is not over.
Oh.
Oh, the team is there.
Yeah, that's really tough. Now is Astrea comboing through this section, the only one in the lobby. And now there's no one.
Yeah, all the players struggling a little bit at least. And we enter the last third of the map.
Yeah, some of the Estonian players starting to falter towards the end of the map. It's really easy to lose your flow on this and start kind of missing everywhere. Unfortunately, because the first half was quite competitive.
Yeah, but it is no longer, as we see Mexico taking a match point here.
Yep. And it will be the last pick up to Estonia.
Yes, indeed. And I think, to me, the obvious pick is probably something like Nomad 1.
I don't even know, honestly. I would say HD, honestly, is the better gamble, going off of how HD2 went.
Yeah, that
because
could actually be...
I think the strong players from Mexico and Nomad 1, Firu and Astrea are almost guaranteed to 99 plus the map, and it's gonna be tough to match them.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I actually forgot how the hidden 2 went already, but going for hidden here would make a lot of sense. Nyaru, again, staying very positive, saying it looks sad, but I think it's my PB.
Hey,
the
congrats.
C rank there. Yeah, the C rank there being another PB, great to see. And I have to say, I do love seeing how positive the Estonians are despite the results.
Yeah, honestly, like a lot of the lower seeded teams that we've seen today, same with Latvia, a very positive mindset, great to see. You're just happy to be here, but still trying their best. It's what you want to see.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't think any of us expected Hard Rock 3. Hard Rock 1, I mean, sorry.
8 for 1? Oh no, it actually don't go either.
Nyaro's saying let's do Hard Rock 1, but they are also talking about Nomad 3.
Okay, Nomad 3.
It's gonna be Nomad 3 in the end.
Nomad 3 is interesting.
It is interesting.
Because it's a really tough map, honestly, in this pool.
It is a very tough map, but... yeah, we're gonna have to see. Gonna have to see what people can do on this. And it's gonna be the same lineup once again.
Yeah, but still lowish AR. I would expect Firu to perform on this. Kind of gimmick. Should be able to put a great performance on this. And for the Estonian squad, I just don't really know how they're going to perform on this.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting, but mentioning Firu here makes sense to mention. Has been the rock for Mexico this game. Early misses from 2Gamer and Nyaro.
And Astrea.
Oh, true.
Sado will be also finding miss. Now no FC left on the Estonian side.
Yeah, and we see Firo with an FC, Astrea with a big combo.
Yeah, about what I would expect. And yeah, it's such a difficult map for Estonia.
It really is.
And even then, even if they like got really good scores on the other side, you have Firo assessing still.
Firo is double S still as we are approaching the slider section.
Actually, Sadu, as I said, that drops the combo. It was holding close to 200.
Yeah, but everyone has a combo reset.
Yep.
Which is obviously going to favor Mexico.
Yeah. But even then, some of the Mexican players, you can see, like Amalpa struggling on the map, Astrea also kind of struggling. It's really just Firo who's looking quite comfortable on the map.
Yeah, and
it's a difficult one.
It is a very difficult map, so I'm not surprised seeing so many people struggle on it. Yeah, at the break they're gonna see that it's a 450,000 score difference.
Yeah. But again, they can be proud of themselves.
Absolutely, well, I think Estonia should be very proud of their performances.
Qualifying was already honestly great from a team that hasn't played in 10 years, and getting their first qualification in bracket for the first time ever is great.
Yeah, it's really great to see them here, but that is going to be 6-0 for Mexico. Very well played from Mexico as well, should be said.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen great performances. Especially shoutouts to Firo, who played amazingly this match.
Absolutely. Those hidden performances especially, very hard to beat.
And because of that, they will be continuing their lower bracket run. However, they will be facing next week China, and China has looked extremely scary playing against France yesterday.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting match to watch for sure. And if CX Lucha is available for that one, it's going to be hard to predict how that one's going to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Mexico will really need to perform to stay in the tournament. But so far, that's gonna be it for now. We have another match coming up in 30 minutes, I believe, which will be the last of the day, for UTC times. It's gonna be Chile-Belgium, yeah, in half an hour. It's a winner bracket match, so it's gonna be great to see. Only the second of the week, I believe. We haven't seen any other winner bracket match actually today.
No, I believe Canada and Indonesia was also winners bracket.
Oh yeah, right. That's cool.
But yeah, so it is the second one of the week.
After France and China, so actually third.
Yes, so it is the third one, yes.
But yeah, that's gonna be it. The winner bracket matches are always interesting because both teams are gonna be able to perform super well on the pool. It's gonna be exciting, so stay tuned in half an hour. But that's gonna be it from us. So thanks for coming and see you.
See y'all later.